Hi guys, it's Tim here from Gaming. Today I'm going to show you Shadowrun Returns, which is actually out today, which is the 25th of July 2013. And I'm going to just talk a little bit about my experiences with the game, having played it for a good 5 hours or so. So I'm just going to jump in with one of my missions that I'm already doing. It's not going to be too spoilery because I'm not really going to talk about the story, but I'll just go through a bit about the mechanics, go a bit through about what the game is like and whether it's worth you picking it up. So, my first impressions are that, quite frankly, this game is just fantastic. I think this game is absolutely amazing. It's really up my street. If you have no idea what any of this is about, it's a world set in 2054, I think, where magic and technology are combined, and there's massive corporations which are ruling kind of the world, and you're a Shadowrunner, which is a person doing like kind of underworld odd jobs and things like that. So I'm just gonna skip through this stuff so that you don't get too much of that information that you might not want to see for the campaign. I'm briefly going to talk about the campaign in the sense of how the campaign operates and also how the game editor and stuff operates. So you don't need to be sucked into the main story to really appreciate everything in this game, because there is an editor and people will be able to make their own stories, and you'll be able to download from the Steam Workshop tons of different user-generated content. So even if you're not as interested in the story of the main campaign, there's quite often a chance that you'll be interested in a story from someone else. Now, having said that, the campaign story is really, really good. It's really well written, it's really interesting and engaging, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it's quite emotional and kind of engaging, and I've got really into it. I would kind of akin it to actually reading a book that it's written that well. There isn't any voice acting or anything, it's all text based, but the text is really well written, and the options that you get given and everything means you can decide on how you want to react to situations, and the story is really well written. So the actual game itself, as you can see, is a kind of isometric kind of 2D with 3D sprites, and quite frankly looks awesome. Just basically looks amazing. I've got it on HD textures in full resolution for my monitor, and it just looks great. You can see that the artwork is just fantastic, and it's got a very unique art style, which I really like. The game itself, the actual game mechanics, are turn-based, so very similar to, say, XCOM is. The new XCOM. You've got different options for shooting options. You've got to reload your weapons. It is like XCOM basically, which is a good thing because it's a really streamlined and really kind of familiar way of doing turn-based strategy. So I'm just gonna jump in here, kill these guys, see what's going down. You can see here I've switched my attack mode from a single shot to a full auto fire. I've got a 41% chance to hit this guy, but I do shoot him with 6 bullets, so that's actually not that bad a percentage. So I'm going to fire away here, hitting 2. He shot me because he's a knob end, and I've still got more actions. So you can see your actions up here. I have had 4, and now I've got 2 because I spent 2 there. And I'm going to use a special dead-eye shot and miss because I'm Boz. Take another shot, take him out. Okay. Then I'm going to use another guy up here with a shotgun. Run up, see if I can do any damage to this guy. 68%, not that great, but I do have aimed shot, which you can use once per turn. Got a nice crit on there, 30 damage. So you can see you can run as far as you have actions. So oh, these guys have 3 actions, I can run this far, but I won't be able to do anything else that turn, or I can run 2 and I can spend 1 shooting, or I can run 1 and spend 2 shooting, or run not at all and spend 3 shooting. So it works kind of like that. You have different kind of upgrade things here, not upgrade things, abilities, and you can use these to your advantage. So for example here, I marked this target, which increases my percentage chance of hitting him with weapons. So I'm just going to send this guy up, 70% chance here. If I use the aim shot, I've got 85, I should be able to take him out. Boom, he's down. You can also have spells. You might have, well, I mentioned earlier that there was technology and there was spells in the game. So actually I'll look at that now, because I might as well. So if we go into here, you get this stuff called karma, and karma is your basic experience points, essentially. And you can see here there's a number of slots that you can put in your experience, and they kind of determine what kind of class you are. So you can see body here is like health and being tanky. Quickness is more about being evasive, but also hitting range combat. That's hitting physical combat, so you can have guys who are big brutes, trolls and elves, who have different abilities and different kind of statistics. So you can choose that at the start creation screen. I'm an elf in this case, which means that I'm good at being quick but not very strong. And you can see here that different races have different max for each stat. So for the maximum here for elves in body is only number 9, whereas if you're a troll, up here you can keep going. You can just keep going and getting more body, more health. So it depends on what race you are and what you can upgrade. So I've gone for some quickness here, and I've gone for assault rifles, and you get different upgrades when you spend. You can see the numbers here, they correspond to how much karma you're going to need to spend. So for example, the next level of this, number 6, I would need to spend 6 karma. But then to be able to get to number 6, I need to spend 6 karma on quickness, so technically I need 12 karma to be able to get that double tap move. You can spend like 1, here, down here. It's only going to cost me 1 karma, so it might be worth me getting that. Or maybe 2 karma to help me dodge, so I don't die so easily. And then you can go down here. There's close combat, melee weapons, unarmed throwing weapons, intelligence, which is all to do with your technology kind of stuff, to do with decking and biotech, where you get more health back. And rigging and chance to hit with computer programs, or drones, so you can have drone control. That is one thing actually, just not that anyone's going to care, but I'm not sure the drone control works that well. I find it a bit annoying, but I don't know if I just haven't really worked out how to use it properly. But it basically, if you have a guy with a drone, you can activate the drone to lose moves on your guy, which isn't quite as good as, I don't know, it just feels a bit clunky. So anyway, willpower, increasing chance to hit with magic attacks, so you can have spell casting, which is like flinging spells, doing damage for your spells, and you can have chi casting, which is basically kind of like spells for melee attacker kind of guys, or monk kind of spells. Then charisma, which is useful in conversation. You can try and get more money out of people, or you can try and diffuse a situation. And they're mainly associated with the kind of shaman class, or the shaman class, which I am kind of quite focused in. So you can summon spirits, and you can conjure defences, and you can kind of do a bit more spirity there. So I've got quite a lot invested in that. So you can see there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options to upgrade your character, and you do get a lot of karma throughout the levels. And then you can see here that I have in my group another 3 people, apart from my main character, Magus X, who's my main guy. These characters, some of them are kind of very much, there's very little story behind them. For example, Dodger and this guy, I can't even remember his name, but there's a little story behind them. They are basically hired mercenaries. So when you go on missions, you can hire Shadowrunners to go out and help you. It costs you money, but you've got more chance of success in your mission. Here, this lady here, Coyote, she is very much involved in the story. So you can also hire out people who are involved in your story, and some missions you're forced to take them along, and some missions you can take them along as an option. But they often, they have a backstory. You've got involved with them emotionally. So I take Coyote because I think she's pretty good, and she's got shotgun, and I think shotguns are awesome. So yeah, I'm just going to continue a little bit longer to show you a bit more of this. Get security card, and then go through and open these securities. So you can see at the side how this works is, you get these kind of text boxes which come up the side, like here. So it gives you a ton of options. You can choose what kind of, if you want to be a kind of dickish guy, or you want to be like a normal guy, and then it gives different options of the way they're talking. And the art on that is really good, and like I said earlier, the story on that is really good as well. So yeah, I'm just going to move up a little bit further and show you a little bit more if possible. You try and go for generally a mixed group of people when you're going in on a Shadowrun mission. There are side missions. I should mention that there are side missions. I've only seen 2, I think, so far, but that's not like a problem. But it's just something to note. There are those side missions, and you do earn money from your missions. And these missions, with the money, you can buy new items, new weapons. There is equipment. Equipment isn't particularly intensive in terms of like RPG wise, but it is there. You've got, yes. So you might be thinking, oh, what is this game linear? Has it got a linear narrative? Is it free roaming? What kind of system does this game run? Well, basically, it's a linear game with a kind of hub system that you. I'm just gonna summon a guy. Awesome. And it's kind of, but there are set pieces where it's a little bit more open. So the set pieces can be quite open levels. So there are more options within the levels, but it is a linear game. So you should note that don't be expected to just be running about and what? He's escaped already. So yeah, there's a chance of your guys escaping, which is unfortunate. Right, I think we're okay. Overwatch. So make sure if they come. Yeah, no way he's hit from there. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to continue on. You can see this guy here's a troll, this guy's a mage, these guys are kind of running through trying to take me out. Obviously there is a story behind what I'm doing right now, but I don't really want to talk about it. But it is really good. I'm just going to fucking throw that guy away. Oh my god, missed everything? Really? Oh. And I'm running out of ammo as well, and this is not going too grand. Got a nice wee crit there though. So I'm going to run up. Is there any way I could maybe... No, I've got to use 2 there, so I've only got 1 left. Perhaps if I just spray and get this guy, I might be able to get that guy too. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. That was good. So if I run through here, I should be able to just pop that guy off. Ooh, 64%. 79, that's better. I like those odds. I like those odds! 5 damage? That's pathetic. Okay, this guy's gonna have to run in and actually do some damage now. So we're up here. I'm gonna change weapon. Ammo. No, I'm just gonna use the machine gun and hopefully get this guy out. Good, good. So we took at least 1 guy out there. There is one major problem with this game, which I've found. It's not game breaking, but it's fucking annoying, and that is the save system. So the way that the game works save-wise is an autosave, but the autosave is only at every like massive level, so it's only at the start of every massive level, which means that you have like seriously long situations where you're fighting for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and then if you die, which is, well, you know, it's possible, your guys do take a lot of damage and they can crit. So if you think about it, there is a bit of luck involved. You can be behind like strong cover and a guy can still get that lucky hit on you and you die. You need to start all over again for that level. 20 minutes wasted, and that actually happened on this level that I'm playing right now. I got basically to the end. It was literally, you know, just before me going on to the next part of the level, therefore another loading screen, therefore another autosave. They managed to get like 2 full auto fire, and which they like hit most of the hits and killed my main guy, and then I had to restart it again. And I was just like, that is really off-putting. That's like so off-putting. I want to play this game, but I don't want to replay the same bit like in you know, within 20 minutes just over again, especially when I got so far. So I was a bit annoyed about that, and I don't see why it's there. I mean, I don't see why you can't have just like not even an autosave system, but like a why can't you just have a save system? I don't understand what's wrong with that. It's not like you're in Iron Man mode or anything. There's nothing like that in the game, so it's not like those decisions are, you know, if someone dies, it's not like the end of the world. The mission is over. The game is over. You have to restart. So I don't really understand why, you know, that would be the case. But that annoys me. That did annoy me. I was disappointed in that. But I mean, it's livable. I have died. It's got me a couple of times, but nothing major. But these things happen. These things happen. Okay. So I'll just go a little bit further. There are. So you can see this is the combat kind of mode where you're got your turn based. There is like non-combat zones where you're running about as like a squad, and you can just like click to move and chat to people and get in conversation with people. And there is another whole system, whole kind of combat system, which you won't know about, really, which is, oh shit, I gotta misplayed that a little bit. Oh no, we've got tons, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you know when I was talking about technology, well, there is this mode where you go into the Matrix, which isn't like the movie The Matrix. Well, it kind of is. It's like you go into computers and you are like a guy. It's the same combat system, but you're in a computer and then you're kind of fighting like programs and firewalls in the computer, and you've got a different set of moves, and this goes on while things are happening in the real world. So for example, it does happen in this mission actually. Actually just about to come up, but I don't think I'll have time to show you that, because I don't want this video to be too long, get bored. But yeah, so for example up here, I need to unlock this elevator, but to do that I need to hack into the system to unlock it, which means this woman here, Dodger, who's my tech expert, I will be able to show you, I'll just do it now. She can go into the tech world, kind of I don't really know how you would call it, but I think it's called the Matrix. But go into the Matrix, this tech world, and yeah, and then from there she will be able to hack in and open the doors, which is great. I'm just going to get everyone set up in a bit of a defensive position while she hacks. Overwatch this guy, boom. Oh, shotgunning me. -1 AP. Overwatch again, missed, unlucky. Ouch. So here, oh, Overwatch again. There we go. So Overwatch. Overwatch has gone okay here. We've got a good few hits there. So right. So here we are. This is the matrix. So you can see that I'm running about. I've still got this turn-based system. You do get double the amount of time, I believe, in this turn. Here is a guy. Here's a kind of firewall guy. You've got a number of special moves you can use. So I'm just gonna use degrade. See if this goes okay. So he does takes extra damage now. Oh, more guys have spawned in, so I need to be careful about that. Missed an 84% chance. That's not very good. Take that guy out. So it's basically the same combat system where you take damage and everything, but it's all in this kind of cyber world. And quite frankly, it's pretty cool. And that's going on while these guys are still fighting. So you need to protect that person because, you know, things are still fighting. Things are still going on in the real world. So you need to be careful with that. So I'm just fighting away here, trying to take out these guys. I'm going to take out this guard. I'm going to take out... Oh, not enough ammo. I'll just shoot this guy out. Die. No luck there. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Shotgun. 87%! I'm getting really unlucky, man. So yeah, this is Shadowrun. I feel like the combat is good and it's entertaining, but you really play for the story, and the story of this main campaign is really, really good. Like really good, like so engaging and interesting that, you know, I really liked it. So I would definitely recommend it for the main campaign, and then you've just got that advantage of all those user-based campaigns that are going to come out. So yeah, this is Shadowrun Returns, the Kickstarter game that is actually a success and actually really good. So I would strongly recommend you pick it up. It's gonna I think it's like £13 maybe on Steam, and definitely worth your time. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. My name's Tim. This is MMgaming, and I'll see you shortly. Why are you fucking crashing? Fuck off. Fuck off, Jamie. Seriously. Oh. Fucking piece of fucking bollocks. Right, just kill it.